I covered this subject a couple of days ago, but I want to talk about it again because we have some stats here. Um, but does anyone ever think about, like, okay, so it's the year 2023, and yet people are still getting killed by the weather? Does anyone actually like think about this? Like, think about it? The weather is killing people. Well, I talked about this a few days ago about tornado season. Well, apparently tornado season pretty fucking bad. So we have some stats here about tornado season, and I want to read some of this. But I really ultimately, I just want to get people to watch this to really think about how it is that people are dying from the weather. Like, you know the phrase hurricane season, right? We got tornado season. You ever what is season? What is a season? Like winter, summer, those are seasons. How are they really defined? They happen once a year. We know about it. Like, imagine being surprised when it starts snowing. Like, you know, November comes along, December, whatever, and it starts snowing, and you're like, you're, but when it comes to America, for whatever reason, we just ignore the weather. Other than rain, we don't build any houses for weather, to withstand weather events at all. You'd think, oh, you live in Florida? Fuck it. Fuck it. Every house in Florida is made out of sticks and flies in the air unless you spend fucking trillions of dollars on fucking like hurricane-proof housing, which it's not actually hurricane-proof. You got tornado belt, right? Where there's like tornadoes, hundreds of them every year. They know they're going to happen. Does every house have a basement? No, most of them do in the Midwest, right? But I don't know, basement or not, why not we build houses that can withstand the fucking tornadoes? But our country, because we're very intelligent and we're good at this, we decide to destroy people's homes over and over again. Oh, your home got destroyed? Well, let's build it again. Same exact way, no lessons learned. Oh, your home got destroyed again? Well, gee willikers, let's do it all over again. Does anyone know what the fuck is going on here? Like, we're just dumb. I need people to understand that Americans are fucking stupid. And you'd think the people in the Midwest would, like, petition their government so that they could, I don't know, retrofit all houses with tornado-proof construction? Right? Right? Like, you'd think, oh, fuck! Hundreds of people are dying from tornadoes! Let's go march on down to the state house and ask them to do something about... Nah. Because they're fucking lazy. Americans are lazy and stupid. And that's ultimately what we have to understand. There's like 5 to 10% of this country that kind of give a fuck. They kind of give a fuck a little bit, right? And then like a subset, 1 to 2% really give a fuck. And then 90% are just fucking lazy, stupid fuckers. And I know, it's not a popular thing to say when I come up onto my YouTube show and I'm like, Americans are stupid. But they are. I mean, have you been outside? Chances are, if you go outside, you see hundreds or thousands of dumb motherfuckers in a pandemic not wearing masks. That's proof enough that Americans are fucking stupid. They're just dumb. But how dumb are they? Let's find out. A string of destructive tornadoes ripped through huge swaths of the country in recent weeks, with experts saying a warmer than usual winter across the South likely fueled what has been one of the busiest recorded starts to the tornado season. The busiest recorded starts to the tornado season. Starts. We're at a record high start for the tornado season. There have been at least 478 tornado reports this year across 25 states, and according to the National Weather Service, only 2017 with 503 tornado reports and 2008 with 523 had more at this point in the year. Pinning down how tornado activity will change in a warming world, if at all, is an active area of research and more data is needed, but a picture is emerging of how risks are changing across parts of the country, particularly in areas where social factors compound vulnerabilities to extreme weather. Because if you're poor, you're more likely to get killed by a tornado, because America. But I want to rewind this for a moment. All right, let's look at this one, okay? The first sentence. Pinning down how tornado activity will change in a warming world, if at all, is an active area of research and more data is needed. So I want to explain to you how dumb this is. This would be like, hey guys, I have an idea. If any venture capitalists are out there, any big money fundraisers, anyone, open your wallets, open your pocketbook. I have an idea. I want to do a study on the effects of leaking a bunch of toxic chemicals into the water supplies of every water treatment plant in the United States. I just want to do a study. I just want to study what would happen if we put cyanide and arsenic in every water supply all across. I just want to study it. I don't want to do it. I just want to study what would happen if we intentionally went out of our way to poison 300 million people. I want to spend millions of dollars. Again, feel free to donate. Millions of dollars studying what would happen if we went out of our way to specifically spend more money to harm people for no reason. Because that's how dumb this is. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't study it. Because we have to really understand, we live in a fucking dumb world. But it really is so goddamn fucking stupid that we are forced to spend money not on solving climate change, because that ship has sailed, but we're forced to spend money to research what would happen if we dropped a nuclear bomb? What would happen if we just gave everyone disease? What would happen if we just started shooting up malls all across the U.S.? Let's put money into research. Not put money into preventing those things from occurring, because, again, America's too fucking dumb for that fucking shit. But this is what we're gonna do. And so anyway, I'm not saying that they shouldn't study it. I just want people to really understand we are fucked. We are fucked. If we are in a point where we have to spend money on how to study how badly we're going to get fucked 2 years from now because we're too fucking stupid to do anything about it. I don't even, I don't even know. It's just, that shit blows my mind. But anyway, as you can see, here's a bar graph. And it's interactable. Look at that. I love that. It's not just a picture, everybody. Look at this. Whoa. Okay. But if you look at the bar graph, we're pretty much fucked. If you live in the Midwest, you're fucked. I recommend get the hell out of there. Where are you going to go? I don't know. I have no idea. I just tell you to get the hell out of here. This year's active start can be blamed, at least in part, on the mild winter conditions experienced across much of the country, said Harold Brooks, a senior research scientist at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Severe Storms Laboratory. Warmer than usual winters create the type of atmospheric instability in early spring that is a key ingredient for severe storms. Quote, if you don't get the cold fronts across the Gulf, all you need is a little bit of wind to bring in a lot of warm, moist air, Brooks said. And this has been a year where cold fronts really haven't gotten that far south. The southern part of the U.S. was not particularly cold this winter. The dynamic is why tornadoes in the south occur more commonly in cooler months, from late fall through winter and into early spring. It's also why this part of the country may become vulnerable as the world warms. So a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you know, so 2035, the Middle East is going to be uninhabitable. About 1 billion, maybe 2 billion people are going to have to be emigrating to other continents. That's no problem, right? That's not an issue. But what people don't really understand is that by 2035, 2040 especially, there are going to be several locations in the US that are essentially uninhabitable. Right? They're going to have, look at what's going on in the desert states. Like Arizona. Just think about Arizona in another 20 fucking years. How hot is Arizona going to be? Are you going to be able to get water in Arizona? You're going to open up a bottle of water and it's going to go as soon as the fucking cap comes off? But, here you can see a map of tornadoes reported. But yeah, once again, it's just, I like to consider myself someone that thinks outside the box. I like to consider myself, I have a leaky roof. Well, instead of just getting a bucket, right, and maybe having a towel under the bucket in case it overflows for a little bit when I'm not paying attention, how about, I don't know, we fix the fucking leaky roof? Is that possible? Is that No, it's not possible. Why? Because it's America. And Americans are too fucking lazy. One, Americans are fucking lazy. They're fucking stupid. They don't know anything. They're uninformed. They know nothing about the world. So they're lazy. They're fucking stupid. And that's pretty much it. I really don't need to say anything else. So Americans aren't going to protest this. They're not going to actually fix this because why would they? They're Americans. And that's not the business of America. Fixing our lives and making things better, self-improvement, that's not really in the vocabulary of the average American. But hey, what do I know?